All right, guys. So let's do it like this then. We're Zoom, share screen, desktop number 2. So first thing, since only a few weeks ago, we started working with this new link tree. I just want to remind you one more time that you regularly, take a look in here. It's linktree for link tree, right? / Gymnet webinars. So this is our link tree where we constantly update the Zoom links that lead to our weekly webinars that we're hosting, as you can see right now in Korean with the translator. I myself am also doing the German webinar Tuesday afternoon, Central European time. Then we have the Vietnamese webinar with the translator assisting us. On Thursdays, we have 2 international / English webinars. This one's hosted by myself during noon, and then in the evening you can attend Luis hosting the live webinar there for you in English only. And on Fridays we have the Japanese version as well. And then of course Friday afternoon, like right now, it's the English AMA session on YouTube. And if you then come here, wait a second, it will take you to the latest link. So this website, it's constantly being updated, right? You can see right here, we're now in week 24. So this is where we post the latest links, as we might change Zoom links, for example, every once in a while. So we're not always using the same one. Therefore, it's very important for you, if you want to be up to date, that you always come back here for the to the Linktree / Gymnet webinars, so you know how you can attend. Just saying that again, because today we had a little issue with our publishing tool that we're using to post into the channels. And it still had the YouTube link from last week in it, for example. I mean, we were able to fix it on short notice. However, therefore, it's best, if you always come here, because here you can be certain that the latest links are put in here that will work. Okay, so that's about the link tree, what I wanted to update you about. And then, yeah, let's go ahead here and just have a quick look maybe at the chart, what Gymnet is currently doing. And remember, this was last week when we had that huge dump, when that hack happened on the single pool button, when we added that new function where you could add Gymnet tokens directly from your rewards that you earn from the vault into the single pool. So instead of having to claim them first to your wallet and then redeposit into the single pool, you could just click one button and they would go directly to the single pool. Unfortunately, there was one parameter missing there, or it was set to the wrong value, and therefore it became possible for an attack, or it made an attack possible, and someone exploited it. A good thing is that our partner PackShield reacted super fast, informed us about it, and we were able to solve the issue within that same hour. As you can see, I'm on the hourly chart right here, and that drop happened within 1 hour. And within that same hour, as soon as it happened, immediately we were able to react and immediately fix the issue. So this is never going to happen again. And this was, of course, a big lesson we had to take right there. Very important lesson, that even if there's functions that we think, oh, this is so important for our community, we need to release it fast. From now on, everything, no matter how small the change is going to be, no matter how tiny a function or addition, how tiny the update might be, we're always going to let it be audited by Certic and PackShield to be 110% sure that it's safe, right? So that we can use that function, deploy that function into the smart contract and go live with it. Anyways, we were able to push the price back up using the treasury fund from down to, where was it? I think the low was at 0.05. No, that's not actually right. We were at, I think it was at 2 cents. Right here, it's showing 5 cents. Anyways, From there, we were able to push the price back up to about 15 cents. Unfortunately, right here, it stopped. We ran out of funds, right? And now we have to rebuild the treasury fund. That's coming from the buyback power. It's coming from the rewards that are generated via Alpaca and so on. But most of it is coming as part of the trading fees, right? When you purchase, you have to increase your slippage. When you make a sale, you have to set your slippage. There it should be 12% on the buying side. It's 8%. But if you're uncertain about these things, and that's actually something else I would love to show you is, wait a second, you can always come back here to gymnet_official, right? So it's not Gymnet, sorry, Gymnet work, of course. So it's youtube.com/gymnetwork_official will take you directly to our official YouTube channel. And as you can see, we are constantly uploading new material to keep you updated about what's happening here. And last week, we also started to record every webinar that we are giving, especially since we are hosting these special webinar series right now as a preparation for the coming version 2 of Gym Network. That's going to be super exciting. And because of the fact that it is, we thought that it would be a good idea to pause the regular business presentation that we used to do week by week by week, more or less the same thing, to onboard new members, right? So that, especially for the affiliates, this is a good thing. If you have prospects, people that got interested in Gym Network, you share your sponsor link with them. But then the easiest way to onboard your members is to just send them to the webinars that we are hosting on your behalf. So you don't actually, okay, I'm just getting something about the streaming bitrate, but I think it's still working. So you don't actually have to do that much yourself besides inviting people, right? And we are here to help you explain to your prospects what Gym Network is all about. So after that, you can just show them the details, like, okay, guys, this is, how you connect your wallet. This is how you make your deposit in the vault. Here you can claim your rewards. But even there, you could actually just send them to the YouTube channel that we have in place. And if you go to the videos section, you scroll down a little bit, you will see that, from how to swap BNB, if you already own cryptocurrency, you can swap Bitcoin, Ethereum, anything via the exchange that we have here that you can use. And you can directly swap to BNB into your wallet if that's what you would like to do. But you can also, where is that? Do we have that online already? Yeah, you can also buy BNB with your credit card, right? And that's also something that you can do. So for the newbies that do not even have BNB yet, it's so simple. And that's our main objectives, to make things as simple as possible. And talking about simple as possible, if you just come to our website right here, gymnetwork.io, you scroll down a little bit, right? First of all, right here, there you go. Gym Network's easy way to buy crypto. See, it's really that simple. You just choose your purchase amount. In my case, it's set to euro, but you can also, say that you want to purchase. You can just type in USD. You can say, I want to purchase USD, maybe worth $500. You want that USD converted to BNB. You want to do it via credit card. And then here you can choose the provider. At the moment, MoonPay is the only option. Okay, confirm. And then you just click on buy BNB. That's it. There may open a short pop-up window where you have to enter your credit card credentials, of course, and then depending on what credit card service you're working with, they also may have an extra additional, security thing that you may have to go through, like enter a code that you get by SMS or so. This differs from one provider to the other, but if you're doing, credit card payments online regularly, it should always be the same process. So you should already be used to that. In your case, and that's basically it. You just enter the wallet address where you want to have your BNB sent to. Usually it should be the same wallet, of course, that you want to use to connect to Gym Network and make your deposit. And once you have your BNB in there, you simply unlock your wallet, and then you can, come back here to our YouTube channel where it says how to invest in the vault. Just come to that video, have a look, and it takes you step by step through the process, what you have to do. And we're right now in the process even of having all these instruction videos translated into different languages, such as Korean, Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, all the languages basically that we also offer our webinars, because those are currently the biggest communities that we know of who are with us at Gym Network. But as we keep growing, of course, we keep adding more and more languages. I mean, talking about languages, if we come back here to the link tree, GymNet webinars, right? This takes you to the webinar links. But if you just go for linktree/GymNet, right here, you have all the links to our social media. And even there, you can still just come here to linktree/GymNet to come to our webinars link tree as well. You can open our documentation, also very interesting if you want to have a look here. That's the Gitbook. And even that, look, it's already available in English, Korean, Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese, Spanish, Portuguese, Turkish, Indonesian. Yeah, that's it. That's what we've got so far right here. But same thing, we keep adding more and more languages as our community keeps growing, so that everybody, gets the chance to read along and study the documentation in their local language. So back here to the YouTube channel, these are right now available in English, but it should be good enough actually for you to follow along, right? So right here, buy credit card with OnRamper. This should be the function that we have added here on our website that I just showed to you, right? If we come down here to the vault, right here, there you are. This is where you can purchase your cryptocurrency, and you could even use that that widget right here on our website to purchase any cryptocurrency with your credit card, right? And you know what's best? If you do it this way, now every time someone takes advantage of this great functionality that we offer right here on our website, let me quickly have a look. No, boom, all good still. That we offer right here on our website. Now there are some fees that are charged, right? If you use your credit card, you know what it's like. Usually every provider will charge a certain amount of fees, be it 0.5% or so per se, maybe 0.1%, can be small fees. But if many people, use the service, small fees add up. And guess what? In this case, part of it is going to be used for buyback and burn GymNet. So if we come back here, what you can see already, now we have, as it looks right now, reached a stable point, so to speak, right? We're now into a sideways movement at around 9 cents. This is where, the people, no one wants to sell down here. And now if buy pressure keeps coming in, of course, at the same time, if we come over here to Telegram, we can see that, for example, in the official group, right, we see all that buys that are constantly happening here. So we just scroll up a little bit. If you regularly come back here to have a look what's happening with Gym Network, as you can see, our mods, they're really on fire. Every day our mods are on fire, taking care of the chat, taking care of people who might have questions here. And also we have the buy bot right here integrated that shows you when anyone's making a buy. And look right here, someone new just bought for 4 BNB, bought GymNet token. And those are people who are buying because they have come across GymNet, be it on CoinMarketCap, because we've been trending there, because we've been trending on DEX tools, right? Here, another new purchase for 3 BNB. So there are many, many new purchases. If you just, come here and keep scrolling up to have a look at those. So that's that. And the great thing that about any functionality that we keep adding, same for the NFT products that we're going to release with the version 2. This is going to be so big, guys, you can't imagine. So many features will be added there, starting with direct commissions for the affiliates that they can earn on the NFT sales. And from every single NFT sale that's happening, 10 to 15% will be used to go directly into the buyback and burn program for our GymNet token. However, we're not going to throw it in there immediately. Instead of that, it's going to be a linear process. So if, for example, after 1 month, we see that we've had a turnover, let's say, of 10 million, right? And we take 15%, that makes 125K for that month. No, that's 15%. It's 1.25 million of 10 million, but we will not purchase GymNet immediately for that amount. Instead, it's going to be distributed over the course of 12 months. So every month, 125,000 is going to be added, to the buyback like that. Wait a second, would that be divided by 10 then? Don't nail me down on the numbers. I'm not so quick in my head, and I don't have them here on paper right now. Okay. Important is 10 to 15%, and that's divided by 12. Every month we keep adding. So this month we have, let's say, for example, 125K. Next month, 125K, and so on. Until after 12 months, the amount is used up. Now, after the second month, again, we make 10 million in sales. We add another 1.25 million if it's 15%, right? To 15% would be 1.5. Okay, now we got it. And that's why 125 if you divide that by 12. Now I got the numbers. Oh, that's so embarrassing sometimes. Actually, it's easy if you think about it. But if you're in that process of talking and you're so excited, sometimes that happens to me that my calculation in my head just, goes off. Anyways, you take that amount and it adds up. So in the second month, we're already looking at 250K buyback. Third month, 250. Fourth month, 250, and it goes on like that. Now in the third month, and again, 10 million in sales, for example, right? I'm making up these numbers. We do not know, of course, if it's going to be 10 or 5 or maybe even 20. It will vary. It will go up and down. But let's say on average, we look at 10 million per month. But every month, you can already tell by now that it adds up like that. So we have 125, 250, then we have 375, then we have 500, and so on. So every month, it gets more. Just 1 second here. I need to close the window. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's somewhere there's a construction site here nearby, and they're just, making some noise. All right. And that's just one of the features that we'll be looking at. And what's so great about this? Buyback and burn. Buyback and burn. This is like the most basic, at the same time, most important feature that we keep adding from any feature that we add to the platform. We are always seeking ways how we can add to the buyback and burn mechanism from everywhere. And as I said, same goes for this one. If you make your purchase via credit card, be it 0.5%, processing fee that they may charge, I don't know exactly, but part of it is also going to be used to buy back and burn GymNet tokens. And that's the great thing. And in this case, it's getting even better, because there we're talking external buy power that's coming from external services that we add, right? So we're not speaking about sales that we make within the platform. This is sales happening externally, and stuff like this is also going to be added in the future, be it NFT marketplace, our own swap exchange that we're going to launch. There's so many things that we have in place already that the developers are working on. By the way, meanwhile, we're up to, was it 70? I think they said 70 developers, right? I mean, just a few weeks ago, we were at 30 people working for Gym Network. We're already more than double, right? So the team keeps growing. And by the way, we are also planning to start releasing small video recordings where our developers, designers, so where we are going to present the team to you to show you that not only that we're real, I mean, of course we are, someone's got to do all the work right here to program the platform and all that, but to also, get in touch even more with you, with our community, because I think that this is one of the most important aspects that make up Gym Network, because we are here to build a strong community to provide you with a platform that all of you will be able to benefit from. So right now, we already have the vault. Simply you put on your put your BNB in there, make your deposit, start earning Gymnet rewards immediately, as easy as that. And you know what? If I hear people complain like, "Oh, but you only have like 50% APY," you know what this means? Go someplace else, ask them if they're going to gift you with a 50% APY just like that. Go to your local bank, say, "Hey, I have one BNB. Can I put in my bank account that I get 50% APY?" I want to see them laughing. I mean, and then that's what I do, when I see people, in the chat like, "Hey, why is the APY going down?" Well, there's, multiple reasons how you can explain how that process works. First of all, we have a set amount of Gymnet tokens that's released via the minting calendar that's distributed among all the members who are invested in the vault, right? So the more people who deposit BNB in the vault, it means that the same amount of tokens that are released day by day have to be distributed among a growing number of participants. Therefore, each one of them has, of course, to get less. So that's number one. It's just in the nature. I mean, imagine if we would constantly increase the minting rewards, if that were even possible, since it's, programmed into the smart contract anyways. But that would mean the APY would just go up and up and up and up and up. Well, what would it mean for the Gymnet token? It would not decrease the supply. The opposite would happen. So you know what inflation means. Just look at what's happening out there. And this is the same that we see here in a micro environment. Of course, we need inflation so that we can actually generate earnings. It makes total sense. But on the opposite, you also have to take measures, to keep inflation in a certain range, so that in the long run, people will keep profiting, from the products that we have to offer here on our platform. Anyways, also APY calculated based on the USD value. Next thing that you need to understand, what does it mean? If in the dashboard you see that every day you earn, let's say, 100 Gymnet tokens, from your BNB deposit, and Gymnet today has a value of 9 cents, as we can see right here. So it's 8.7 cents to be more precise. However, let's say 9 cents, and you get like 50 or 60% APY calculated based on that dollar value. Now, if Gymnet goes up in value, well, guess what it means for your APY? APY is going to go up too, because it's based on the dollar value, or calculated based on it. However, it doesn't mean that you're getting more Gymnet tokens. It only means that the value goes up, and that's why the APY goes up with it. I hope that you can follow me here. Unfortunately, I still see, people that haven't grasped the concept yet. That's why, I keep repeating these things over and over. Bear with me here, but that's also what the AMA is for. And if there's no one asking precise questions, I can only assume what you would like to hear or what might be interesting for you. And based on my assumptions, I'm just going to talk about these things. Okay. And as you can see, it's easy for me to keep talking. I could keep talking for hours about Gym Network, because it's simply such an exciting platform that has so many features to offer, so many things that you can do here, and so many things that are yet to come, right? We're not just planning, we're also working, on realizing these plans. And behind everything, there is a bigger vision. And that's also something that we need to keep in mind, that this is not only a simple DeFi platform, which it may, have started as in the very beginning, but there is a much bigger vision behind it. And that's to become our own metaverse. And if you look at the projections, McKinsey has recently released a report about that, and we also shared it right here. Let's take a look at our pinned message. Metaverse could be worth 5 trillion by 2030. So that's less than 10 years from now. McKinsey is even talking about 8 trillion, right? So 5, 8, I mean, we're talking trillions here. Big market that lies ahead of us. And together with Gym Network, it's our objective to onboard you as our community members, to give you the chance to participate in this massive growth. And as you know, we benefit from the growth for one thing. At the same time, on the way up, we keep earning those rewards for free, gifted to you only because you're using our platform. Now, if you don't think that that's great, then I cannot help you. Sorry, go find a better place. Good luck. I don't believe that there is any better place to find out there than Gym Network today. And again, know this, we keep working, in the background on improving ourselves, improving the platform to make it even better, even more intuitive, right? So if we look at the website, for example, I mean, to be honest, it's not, the state of the art, okay? It could be designed in a better way, but that's not it. The first most important thing here is that you get all the relevant information right there in one place as you need it. You come here and first look, you see the most relevant numbers right there. Okay, you don't have to search places. You don't have to go like to Dex Tools, search a token, enter the token address. By the way, token address up here, also very, very, very important. If you're unsure that you have the right token address before you enter into your wallet or you make a purchase on any decentralized exchange, make sure you have the right token address, and you can always come to our website to double check it here, right? It's right at the very top, the very most important thing, you have it right there. You can see we're audited by Certic, audited by PackShield. You can link to our official Telegram. We are partners with Alpaca Finance. It's all here, right? You can even view the website in your local language. Look how many languages are already available as well. And then you can see at one glance, what's the total supply of GymNet token at the moment? What's the total value locked that we have right now? Again, this is calculated based in USD. If the value goes down because the price of BNB goes down, because the deposit is made in BNB, it doesn't mean that people withdraw BNB from the vault. It simply means that the price of BNB is going down. Same goes for the other direction. Even if no one, if there were no new deposits to come, however, we know for sure that, on a daily basis, there are new deposits coming in. But even if not, and the price of BNB were to go up, you would also see the TVL go up. So that's a number, it fluctuates. It goes up and down, following the price of BNB, of course. You can see how many GymNet tokens have already been burned this week. Right? I mean, so far, not this week, sorry, but so far. And then you can also see the current GymNet price right here on the website. Again, you don't have to come here to Dex Tools, to open the GymNet trading chart and so on. You can simply come to our website, sorry, it's right here, and look at all the relevant numbers right there in one place, okay? And right here, you also have the link to the documentation, just like from our link tree right here. There's our YouTube channel. We talked about that already. You have everything that you need to get started with Gym Network. It's all here for you on our YouTube channel, right there available. Just come here, take a look at what you might be interested in, what you need to know, watch the video. It takes you through step by step by step. Simply follow along and you're good to go with Gym Network. It's that simple. It's that easy. Okay. And yeah, I mean, that's basically it. So vision, metaverse, big trillion-dollar industry. And we are right now at the very beginning. We're just, getting reports of those companies, be it McKinsey or Morgan Stanley or whoever, who are right now researching, making projections of what could come in the future. It could as well be even bigger because they're not yet able to grasp, what's going. Just look at how technology has developed over the past decade. I mean, everyone's got a smartphone these days. I can remember when the first iPhone came out. I still have my little phone, with the normal keyboard. And if you wanted to write an SMS, you had to like double, triple, tap every key, like to get the letter, and then you would write letter by letter, word by word, and then it was like a line display, a monochrome display. we've all gone through it, and only 10 years later, it's completely normal for every one of us to own a smartphone and use it from anywhere. You can enter the internet, do everything that you usually had to go to an internet cafe, for example. Don't need it anymore these days, right? And if you go further back, there was, I can still remember the days when we didn't even have any kind of mobile phone, and you had, if you wanted to call someone, you had to go to a phone booth somewhere, and then you had to throw in, and if you didn't have any coins, you would have to go into some store to get some change so that you had, the coins that you could make your call. All these things, it's hard to imagine. Maybe some of you, I don't know what age you are, those who are right now listening here, you may not even know these things, because it's when you were still too little, you may not remember. But those who are, maybe, you were born in the 80s, in the 90s, that's when you grew up, you know for sure what I'm talking about here. And that's what I'm saying is the digital development, it's not a linear, it's like an exponential curve. It's getting faster and faster. So in shorter amounts of time, we're making bigger jumps ahead, right? So we're already talking AI, artificial intelligence. Google is, working on that. So many companies working on that, gathering massive amounts of data to make it possible. Amazon, of course, also big player in that field. And all these companies, they're all invested into the metaverse. Facebook, best example, just even changed their name to Meta, to reflect to the world, to the public, that this is what they're looking for. This is what they seek to become, what they're right now working on. And they're investing heavily. $10 billion of their own company capital goes into the development of the metaverse. Facebook alone. Microsoft working on, virtual office spaces where people can come together, collaborate as if they were really there together, even though they're working from their homes remotely. As I'm right now doing the Zoom call, imagine we would all meet right there in the metaverse with our avatars. We may not be able to really like touch each other, but it would be very, very close, right? And this is the big vision. And in this metaverse, it's going to come anyways. So there's, it doesn't make any sense to neglect the fact. What does make sense is to acknowledge the fact and jump on the trend and be part of it. And you are among the few people out there who already hear about this right now, as it's just at the very beginning. Look at all these people, over the past 10 years who've neglected Bitcoin. Well, now I for sure wish that I would have, bought in way earlier. I'm also one of them. I remember first time I read about Bitcoin, I think it was 2014 in some investment magazine. I thought, yeah, looks interesting. Back then it was at $200, $300 something. And I even bought hash rate. You could rent hash rate online. So I did that for a month or two. And I came to the conclusion, and looking back, I can only punch myself for it. I came to the conclusion that it's not worth it, because the money that I paid to rent the hash rate power, if I had sold the Bitcoins immediately that I got from it, I was barely able to make up for it. And back then there was not many exchanges. Maybe what was that, GDAX, or what was it called, the one where people are still waiting to get refunds from. Anyways, that's when I heard about it the first time. That's like 6-8 years ago. Had I understood, had I understood it better back then, I would have, just taken any amounts of money that I could afford and put it all into Bitcoin. And today I wouldn't be sitting here probably. I would be sitting at the beach right now. Anyways, it's still not too late yet, because even in the last bull run where we went from 1K to 20K, right, in 2017, even then, the big institutions were still just looking from the outside what's happening. They're still waiting. Only now that we went up to 69K, this is when the big guys started to come in. So they're waiting like that, but even now, it's still early. And we're talking Bitcoin, where we've where we're all already a decade ahead. Now, metaverse is like getting into Bitcoin 10 years ago, right? That's where we are now. And we are talking and repeatedly talking about this because we truly, truly hope that you also understand why we think that this is not only so important, but it's such a great opportunity. And therefore we have to share it with the world. I'm sure that you understand, if you have something that's so great, you just can't help. You have to scream out there and say, this is so awesome. Come here, check this out. You must have this because it's such an awesome opportunity. And that's the vision right here that we have with Gym Network. And we want to live this vision, of course, together with our community. And what we're aiming at is, since we have started out as a DeFi platform to stick to our roots while, jumping on that metaverse trend, not to miss it, but to take opportunity of it. The goal here is to bring together these worlds and offer you what we call experienced finance. And this is exactly what Dave and Luis are going to talk about at the Expo event next week in Singapore. They're already getting prepared. They've booked their flights. It's all in place. The presentation slides have been prepared. Now they're going through it, and practicing their keynote speech. It's 20, 30 minutes that they have right there. And within these 30 minutes, they need to get the point across, of course, like on point like this. And that's exactly what they're going to talk about there. Experienced finance. All right, I see that I'm already 40 minutes in. I think it may be a good idea to make a cut here before I get too overly excited. Let me look at the chat just one more time. If I missed any questions. It's gym time. Maybe we missed Bitcoin, but we have GymNet now. Exactly. Sato Pato, my man, one of our greatest mods. I mean, all the mods are great. I'm not going to prefer anyone over anyone else. That's for sure. 50% processing fee. Yeah, see, and that's Salto, let me correct you here. It's not certain that it's going to be 50% of the processing fee, but the processing fee will be used. I think the idea is, or the plan is, part of it should be used for the affiliates, so that they can also, earn from it when their prospects use the buy crypto widget on the website, and also parts of it are going to be used for the buyback and burn. But the biggest buyback burn power is for sure, most certainly going to come from the version 2 when we start the NFT product line. This is going to be such a huge thing, guys. So we've already started advertising next week's webinar. Let me do it here again, even if there's just a few people here with us. Next week is going to be huge. That's where we are going to reveal the details about the NFTs, the land sale, the meta block, the NFT mining machines that you will be able to put on your land to generate rewards. We're going to release a new token, all right, that's you're going to be virtually mining Bitcoin. It will be kind of like there will be gamification elements. Right? It's going to be lots of fun. At the same time, while you're having lots of fun, you'll be earning. And the affiliates, you can make sales as you onboard new prospects, as your new partners, they purchase NFTs, and you earn direct commission on top on the residual commission that you earn as a profit sharing commission right now from the vault deposits, the farming, and so on, right? The rewards that are generated from that, you get your profit share as an affiliate. Now with the NFTs, you will immediately earn your 10%, 7%, 5%, depending on which level the sale is happening. You will immediately get that as direct commission. So you have that combination of the two. You get that residual that you have already from your team building, so far. The existing team members are going to start buying NFTs. If you're doing a great job as their, top leader, affiliate, leader. And of course, as you keep onboarding new members, you get to earn direct commissions on top of your residual profit sharing commissions that you already have so far. Waiting for BTC to go sideways, push gym community bigger. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about this. Of course, BTC goes sideways, altcoins go up. People are shifting back from Bitcoin into altcoins and so on. Gymnet, I would go so far to assume that it's a little bit different. Of course, we see the same movements here. Same thing, overall market. We talked about it, since last week, we have gained lots of, traction, also attracted new members from outside, also people speculating on Gymnet token entirely, without using the vault necessarily. Also, helping, the price to go up, but then they will take profits. So that's usual trading behavior that we see there. Anyways, apart from that, we have a community. So if you take any token, let's take a metaverse token, for example, take Sand or Mana. I mean, Mana may be a little bit different. They've, been growing for years already, but why would you buy Sand? If you buy and hold Sand and you wait for it to go up in price again, but that's all you can do, really. There's nothing else. But with Gymnet, you can earn it as rewards. You can deposit into the single pool. You'll be able to use it later with all the other products that are going to come, or vice versa. The other products that we will add to the platform will in some way be connected back so that Gymnet holders will benefit from them. So it's somewhat different here, okay? When's version 2 coming exactly? Yeah, of course, that's the question. I would love to answer like that day it's going to happen. Unfortunately, we do not know for sure. Developers are working day and night already. The estimation goes mid-July, maybe end July. So we're aiming at July. Of course, that's a time frame of 30 days if you so want. So I would estimate mid to end July. Please don't nail me on it. We know from the past, we've made estimations, and then, when you're just about to get ready, you know what it's like. During the testing, suddenly you discover someplace, or from the audit, we get feedback from Certic or Paxi that they're saying, hey, guys, look, smart contract here and there, that's, you need to fix some issues there that we found. Therefore, it may then take longer than expected. The estimations as of today should be by end of July. All right. Really looking forward. Yes, we all are. Version 2, it's going to be big. It's almost like a relaunch, actually, because there will be so many new things added. First version, of the metaverse. It's only going to be a land map, like the 2D version. Remember what, Decentraland looked like back then when they got started? All you could do really was purchase a little square within their virtual world. I already knew about it back in 2017. Again, same story. I was part of some chat groups, and they kept talking about Mana token and Decentraland, and that they would purchase land there. And I'm like, what are they talking about? Virtual land doesn't make sense. Same as the Bitcoin story that I went through. So I keep making the same mistakes. Anyways, I did buy some Mana tokens back then, though. However, missed to sell at the peak during this cycle. So yeah, and that's how we are going to get started too, right? So we will have the virtual land. You can purchase your parcel in there. You can purchase several parcels. So you can just 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 3. And with the land parcels that you get to purchase, you'll be able to put, NFT virtual mining machines, the so-called MetaBlock miners. But more on this is going to be revealed in the next week's special webinar. So you get the chance. Tuesday, we have English translated to Korean. You can just, listen to me talk in English. You'll get the same content. Tuesday afternoon, it's a German version. Wednesday, we have the English with the Vietnamese translator. Thursdays, I'll go alone, and Louis will go alone later in the evening. Friday, first we're going to host the Japanese webinar. And then, of course, as it's Friday right now too, later we'll have the AMA again, and there we can sure talk about some more detail. But I would highly recommend for you to make sure that you attend next week's webinar if you somehow can. If not, there will most likely be a recording again. So we upload it to YouTube. You can watch the recording later on, but that's going to be the big thing where we start revealing the details. Okay, I cannot read Chinese, unfortunately, KHS. Or is it Korean? No, this is Korean. I cannot even distinguish Korean and Chinese letters. But Korean, it's more square-like. Chinese, it's a little bit more rounded. That's how I distinguish it. KHS, would you be so kind to use the translation tool and put your question here in English? All right. The display manual. I'd appreciate if you prepared it. I don't understand. I'm sorry. What do you mean by display manual? Display changed a lot. Any detailed explanations about the display? Not yet. They will come for sure. They are also working on a redesign, if that's what you're talking about, to make it even more intuitive, but also more appealing. So right now, this was like, we wanted to come out with the first viable product, if that makes sense for you, right? So you as a startup, you go out into the public, you start attracting, the first investors, and you offer the first viable product to them to see how it works, if it's how it's being accepted. In this case, we can now know for sure that it does get accepted and that there's high demand. So the next steps are going to be to rework, to improve the design, to make it better, to look more appealing, and next to that, add, all the other features. But yeah, land sale, that's going to be big, and this will be the first step. So you will need a piece of land, to be able to use all the future features that will be added regarding NFTs, because NFT, right, the virtual land is in fact an NFT, and you can then combine them with NFT objects and all that stuff that will be added. And the first product that we will offer here is a virtual mining machine, but more on that next week, how that works exactly and how you can profit from it. All right, guys. Now I talked for 50 minutes almost nonstop, and let me see if I missed anything. If not, I hope I didn't bore you too much. Hopefully I could, sneak peek from version 2 dashboard. Which one you mean, Salto? They shared the first sneak peek during the Vietnam event. That's right. Some screenshots, what they're working on in the background. But as we get closer to the release of version 2, of course, we're also going to show more and more behind the scenes details, to get you excited, of course. But it's going to happen step by step, because we also want to build up the excitement, over the next weeks, to build the hype so that everyone is like, oh, when is it starting? When is it starting? And of course, doing it like this, it's also part of the game. Share the link. All right. Perfect. Thank you, Salto. See, kudos to our mods. They're always with us, attending almost every webinar, talking to the people in the chat. If you have any questions, and you're unable to get them answered, from maybe your sponsor doesn't know or doesn't respond, or you cannot, use your local language chat, as most of them are muted actually, since we're not able to keep track of everything, and there's just too much spam. Therefore, we had to mute them. But you can always come here. Where's our link tree to the Gym Network Telegram group, the English one? Ask your question there. If you don't know English, no problem, put it in your local language into Google Translate, and then, post the English translated sentence right there. And our mods, they will be more than happy to help you out as good as they can. And if they are sometimes not able to immediately answer your question, it will get forwarded, to other, team members who will be able to provide them with a question, and they will then in return forward it back to you. That's how it all works, right? Okay, good. Guys, I'd say that's it for today. Let me stop sharing my screen right here. I thank you all very much for attending today's live AMA session. It was a great pleasure presenting, Gym Network to you once more. I could do this all day long, as you can tell, but my voice, starts leaving me at some point. And drinking water doesn't help anymore either. So therefore, I suggest that attend our webinars whenever you can make the time. Doesn't matter if it's Korean, Vietnamese, whatever. If it suits your time zone, you will always be able to listen to me in English anyways, if you understand English. And if you are Korean or Vietnamese or Japanese, of course, it makes more sense for you to attend, the specific local language version where we have a translator there with us. And on Thursdays, you can either choose myself or you attend Louis, who also later in the evening is doing the live webinar session for you in English only. All right. Well, then, if I hit end right here, it should immediately, I have set it to auto end, I think. So that should work. Good. Guys, thank you very much. I wish you all a great evening, and I hope to see you all, and of course, many more of you back here again next week. Take advantage of the affiliate system if you haven't yet. If you believe Gym Network is a great opportunity, take your affiliate link, share with your prospects, with your fellows, and let them decide for themselves. Send them to our webinars, send them to the website, show them the YouTube channel. They can just, watch the videos so they know what Gym Network is all about, how to use the platform. It's all there for you. All you really have to do is say, hey, look, here's a great opportunity. Use that link, check it out. And then if there's still any questions, you as an affiliate can then jump in and, assist in the last details to make sure that your partners are able to onboard. Definitely, KHS, nothing to thank us here for. It's our pleasure.